Alright, so jumping into a live stream here. Don't normally do this. Got some hits with my most recent stuff, some videos that I actually posted. Getting excited about 2018. Getting pretty excited about that. Basically, you know, on the auction block right now, a week before the game gets released to the public. Basically, you can get any player. You could probably build out a really stacked team with well over 500,000 coins. You can generate really good players from this. So just taking a look at basically the quarterbacks that are available to you right now. It's just unreal the type of players that you can get. So it's pretty amazing about that. So I'm going to wait for maybe a few people to watch and then maybe jump into some gameplay. But right now I'm going to go ahead and make sure I put my comments in here so I can see you guys speaking. Hey, Ted, am I going to watch the Texans-Panther game tonight? Yeah, probably. I'm not a big, huge Texans fan. Is Deshaun Watson starting in that game? I'm going to try to jump into a salary cap game, but basically, hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm going to try to jump into a salary cap game, see if I can get into another one of these games and maybe pick up some wins. The problem with salary cap is just nobody plays it. So this is my team. I got to make sure that I put one of my defensive backs into the slot in the quarters or the dollar defense. I can do that. So let's just go ahead and jump into this real quick and see if we can pick up another victory with this Eagles playbook. Yeah, I'm actually. I know that there's a lot of games going to be going on with the preseason games. But preseason games, really, the only games you really need to watch with preseason is week 3. I don't count the Hall of Fame game as a week, but week 3 is when all the starters get out. They play well into the third quarter. And that's really, it's going to be the indicator of what kind of a team that you got for whatever team you follow. So the guys that you guys are watching right now, which teams do you guys support? Who are you a fan of? Hey man, do you use the motion halfback swing scheme in the Eagles playbook? I've taken a look at those plays, but unfortunately, I just can't get the ball I can't get the throw to the running back on a consistent basis. Sometimes I'll lose yardage, and because of that, I just don't prefer to throw those particular plays. So I kind of stay away from it. I just plays I don't really like. I know that they're very annoying, and you have to compensate for those running back routes because you can get some pretty good blocking. But I just don't use them a lot. I've shown a couple schemes with them, but I actually took a look at it. I was actually going to incorporate that in the gun tray open offset. But I felt like I had a pretty deep enough book that it didn't really need to do that. So I'm going to actually be jumping into near close in the end zone. If I get that type of situation, I've got a couple of plays I've been working on end zone. So we're going to be going against Boomer 16. He's got Cunningham, McCaffrey, and Clowney. So he's got pretty average cards, and then he's going to see my defensive backs and my one stud wide receiver. So he's got, I'm sure this is, well, it's obviously a salary cap, so it's an even game, playing field. Getting the ball in the second half, just the way we like it. Go ahead and kick off to him on the system in Matt. I don't know. You know, when we get the game, we get the game. The one thing I've seen, if you guys follow, Zane for Forward Progress, he actually just released some video with. This is what I'm looking for. There you go. gonna set this up. He's got some kind of weird bunch set here. There you go. Good play. Yeah, his aim for forward progress, he actually went ahead and just posted a scheme like that. Good run. Good run. This guy's got a scheme. Look at this. This guy's got a pretty good scheme. I mean, I might have to jump out of this defense. That wasn't how I wanted it set up. And I get a guy over on that side. So I haven't set that defense up in a long time. So this guy has done bunch and offset there. So he this guy definitely knows what he's doing. This is going to be a good game. Very good game. And he's just forcing me to go ahead and defend the flats. But 6 yards, he's probably not feeling it on the 6 yards right there. New formations on Madden. I try not to get myself too hyped about them until I actually want to go into the lab with the new formations. Good angle. Good angle. That play was definitely shut down just because I had a blitzer going off that edge right there. So 3rd and 8 situation. There you go. So pressure off the edge right there. And he had routes just moving too much. He had that shake route right there. So punting the ball early, that is a good situation for me. I'll take it. This guy knows what he's doing. He's got a very methodical. Look at that punt. Oh my Lord. Wow. What a good punt. I'm going to go in I-form here. I'm going to come in a power O. I don't run a lot of power O. At least I don't do anymore. There you go. So I got myself out of that hole right there. Let's see if we can get away with this play. He's in cover 3. Wow. Ron's player making a play for me. I'll take it. Come out of Eagle's sail. He's got a cover 2 look. We're going to look to Clark first. There you go. So catch right there. A little bit erratic with his stick right there. That guy. He was kind of running all over the place. It didn't look like he was trying to fake me on what he was doing. At least that's how it appeared. All right. So let's go into ace pair flex, and let's hit him with play action cross. I'm gonna hurry up. How do you know what? I've got that broken down on my channel. You can take a look at it. Oof. Wow. What did he come? Was that a okay, so it was nickel blitz. So he probably thinks he has something with the nickel blitz. So I've got something for him. You got an empty box, buddy. Oof. Gonna hurry up. Go smash here. There you go. So Miller's a good card, man. You pick him up or earn him. It's very, very good. Yeah, Jay Cutler's a Dolphin now. I feel sorry for you Dolphin fans. Don't get your hopes up. I've been a Bears fan. I've been a Bears fan my entire life. In 7 years with Jay Cutler, you know, everybody talks about how he's a great player. He's got all the intangibles and all that. But I can tell you this much: he was never really good. All right, so I didn't get this set up correctly. But I don't know how good this guy is. He's got a pretty good offense, but I haven't really seen much on his defense to be scared about what he's doing. We're gonna do the dig. You gave me a weak box. We're gonna hurry up. There you go. So able to hit the seam right there. I think he was still in that cover 2. And able to go ahead and get... no, he was in cover 2 man. Where was his defender? There should have been somebody over there. Cutler is a bum, man. He's terrible. Cutler is the, I would say, the modern version of Jeff George. Great arm, but not a leader. Oof, what was that? He was using his safety that kind of messed me up a little bit, but I'm in the bonus here. We're going to take this down to 2-minute warning. And if I can't get... I'll take the points. I'm not going to... There's no reason for me to not take points there. So we're going to go into posts. Or hurry up. Ah, you should have caught that. Should have caught that. All right, so you got to take the points in this type of situation. Grossman was not that good either. I watched Grossman too, man. He didn't make really good decisions. He wasn't. I would say Cutler's a better quarterback than Grossman. But both of them were bad. It's you know, the sad thing is that one of the best quarterbacks, at least in my lifetime, for the Chicago Bears has been Jim McMahon as far as the leadership. But if you think about it, Jim McMahon was basically sitting on top of a team that had a very stacked defense. So. Good play. Good play. It's not what I wanted. It didn't close up my linebackers. Oh, God, that's terrible. So he's got a 92 Chad Johnson, so... So defender out there. There you go. So got a sack against this guy. Going to take a timeout right here, force him to take 3. Oof, what was that? He threw in the coverage, man. He was trying to throw over a bunch of people. Like maybe he was trying to make a makeshift high point pass. All it comes down to that run, man. That run was really the night and day difference right there. So 34 seconds left. I got plenty of time to go ahead and score. What kind of music is it? You know what? It's a music that I pulled from a video game. It's Command and Conquer. And it doesn't have copyright infringements on it. I don't know about this mix. If it's screwed up, let me know. I can't switch it right now, but I can definitely switch it another time. Niners got you big time. Yeah, I totally agree with that. We're gonna hurry up. Oof, he was actually playing that deep post, so he definitely picked up on that. He brought his guy over to play the deep post, so he's seen this offense before. I couldn't set. I see he went with a nickel blitz right here, and I didn't have enough time. I didn't want to burn a timeout either in that type of situation. I probably should have, but it just in that type of situation, I just didn't get the play set up quick enough. I needed to get a better receiver out on that side to actually get across the field and make a play for me. So 2 seconds left, pretty not much time. So let's take a look at this game. It's been a fairly competitive game. So a garbage run right there, but Johnson did carve me up for that big run. So 3-3, not a bad situation. I was going to settle for 3 points. I didn't go for it. He got a good blitz, and I wasn't able to go and convert on the goal line. So still in the driver's seat. Need to score some points. Need to get a possession up on him. Oof, I almost took that house. My biggest issue with this game right now is I hold on to the turbo, and it's just an old habit I've been doing for a longest time. And I know it's something I have to get out of my system because it's not right. Look at that pass rush right there. That guy came screaming off the edge and just got me the backfield. There you go. So able to pick up a first down right there. Just doing a little crossing pattern. He does match. This is where I got to get a big play from this play right here. Going to go back to the flanker's dig. And he's blitzing off the edge. So, God, that read card is so good. What's my thoughts on Trubisky? My thoughts on Trubisky is that the Bears overreached on him. I thought that was a terrible decision that they made. I don't know. You know, I think a lot of the things that they did with Trubisky is they just made a lot of bonehead moves. They should have kept Cutler if they were going to draft a quarterback. That's what they should have done. So I don't understand why they did that. It just doesn't make sense to me. All right, so he's blitzing off the edge. There you go. I saw he's using that cover 2. That's been the only thing that's been very successful for him so far is that cover 2. Alright, so I'm trying to find a play here. I don't know if I should run this. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to go ahead and just do an inside zone. Wow, Almond Green being a beast for me. I picked that card up a long time ago, and he's been so good for me. Oof, that was just a screwed up play. Alright, so this is not necessarily a play I'd like to run in the end zone, but he's been chasing me. Oh, there you go. Come on. No! What's going on, man? You're wide open in the back corner. You missed that? Oh, God. I saw him way back in the corner, and that's the thing I hate about like these end zone plays. These players play stupid in the end zone. Why would you throw the ball outside of the end zone? So that's the difference between being up by 3 points and being up by 7 points. That's going to haunt me. I don't like Cutler. I never thought he was good, but if you're going to draft him, I think that you want to go ahead and basically you should have just kept Cutler for the amount of money. They spent a ton of money on Glennon, and I live in Tampa. I've seen Glennon. I saw Glennon before he actually played with before what's his name, Jameis Winston came to Tampa, and there's a reason they drafted Jameis Winston, and the reason they you know, he's not that good of a quarter. He's not a great quarterback. So they overreached. offset. There you go. But that's why I like that defense. The defense has got stout run defense. It's safety blitz 3, but you have to cross-man your guys. I was trying to play the middle. I had my guy in a yellow, and he just waited for that read across the middle. So this guy's been attacking me with under, and it's been very effective so far. 3rd and inches. Did I get him? Did I get him? Now you got a first down. So he went into the near as his play right there. So this guy attacks the flats. I try to hit him with just a different defense, and that definitely is not the defense for this guy. There you go. Come on. Really? You got some yards on that? You literally got some yards on that. There you go. So huge play right there. I tried to pressure him off the opposite side just to get him thinking. He's going to have to go for it. There you go. So pressure off the edge. This should be it. I'm in field goal range here. If I can punch the ball into the end zone, I should be pretty safe. I caused that blocking assignment right there because he's just doing pressure off the edge. So I gotta get the ball in the end zone here. There you go. Keep that clock rolling. Oh, come on, man. That's just so annoying about this game is that the way guys fall in, outside, and inside. You can't cross man in 2018. That which sucks. Yeah, I know. It does suck that they've got that in the game. It really does. It's not cool at all. Man, I'm just freaking making bonehead moves. Wow, look at that. Broken tackles right there to get the ball into the end zone. They go up on two possessions against this guy, so definitely a good situation right there to have that to happen. But he quit out. He knew the game was pretty much over right then and there. So I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. So that's basically a lot of the Eagles' gameplay. The guy knew what he was doing. He wasn't bad. He had his set defenses. You could always tell when you're playing against somebody if they're a good player or not. You know, just basically by the way they use a simple scheme. Because if you look at the elite Madden players out there, they don't switch up their formations on a regular basis. They usually stay with a few formations. And on defense, they pretty much show you the same thing the majority of the time. They don't change things up unless it's a certain situation. So that guy was good. He knew what he was doing. But I was able to get a couple good breaks. I got some pressure. That OQ roll defense, it's not really used a lot online. The problem with it is that it's not stout against the run, so you can get popped for a big run. And if you have someone who has a mobile quarterback, they can abuse it. So there's holes in that defense, but it's just different for people to go ahead and go against. They're not used to seeing it. So I'm probably going to go ahead and jump into another game here. I've been streaming for about a half an hour. You guys excited about Madden 18? I'm looking forward to it. Some of the things that I've seen in Madden 18 that I'm excited about is obviously the blocking assignments, to be able to pick up these blitzes a little bit more effectively, especially people that spam them. But it's opening up a chess game that basically you have people that they can go switch things up. If you guys aren't familiar with Zane for 4 in Progress, he showed some gameplay footage against Toke. He also showed some of the features, and his channel is going to be rolling out some more gameplay footage and more different features for the game. I'm going to jump into the lab mode as soon as I get the game. Obviously, try to build up my MUT team as quickly as possible, but I'm also going to go ahead and take a look at just trying to break down defenses. I think a lot of the concepts are still the same. So a lot of people that are new to the game and are looking for new concepts, is definitely going to help. So if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, guys, and I'm going to jump into one more game for the night. So just hold on. I'm going to be off the mic for just a few. Alright, so we're going to jump into another game. It might take me several minutes to get a game. I tried to jump into a game the other night. It took me about 6 minutes before I just finally gave up. But since I have people to talk to, that's great. So once again with the Bears, Trubisky, I didn't really understand the reason why the Chicago Bears took him. Especially in the way that they did. I was just amazed that the Chicago Bears moved up one spot only, and gave away draft picks to the 49ers. Now, John Litch is the new general manager of the 49ers, and this guy is brilliant because he was able to go ahead and get Colin Kaepernick to leave the team, so he actually didn't have to owe him like $10 million just to cut him, or if that was what they were eventually going to do. They were able to finagle from the Bears draft picks to move up one spot and still get the player that they ultimately wanted. And it says a lot for teams that they actually passed up on Trubisky. I just think he was kind of like, you want to have at least 2 to 3 years of tape, at least 2 years of tape in a college format to say, yeah, this guy's the real deal or not. I just think I think that was just a stretch. Now, I also think from a general manager adage is that you got to keep taking shots at quarterbacks every year until you get one. So if you get someone in your camp and they're not the franchise quarterback, you got to keep drafting them. So I would have rather burned a draft pick on an impact player and then burn a second rounder on a potential quarterback. He had Kaiser that fell in the second round. There's no reason to reach for a quarterback in the first rounds because the expectations are so high. It's smarter to go ahead and pick up a guy like a defensive lineman or offensive lineman or a linebacker or some kind of an impact player that you can plug into your lineup right away with a first round pick. Those quarterbacks, they're so hit or miss because you can't really evaluate from college tape their ability to process information. And you listen to all the NFL analysts, and when it comes to quarterback play and what makes a great quarterback is their ability to make their decision-making ability. It's just like playing John Madden football. It's like the difference between good players and bad players in John Madden is that they make good decisions. And that's the one thing that's going to be exciting about Madden 18 is that the competitive mode, which I hope the majority of the people that play in, and that's the mode I'm going to play in, is that it's going to be based on decision-making. Madden 17 I thought was a fairly good game. I've been talking about this for a while. The only thing I thought that was broken in Madden 18 was the cover 3 shells. Obviously manipulating the shells with a deep post on the back end of it. The cover 3 shell should have never came down. Especially if you have somebody that's a deep purple in conjunction with a cover 3. There's no reason why those shells have been broken. So I've lost games, and you'll actually see a game posted tomorrow that where basically I was running cover 3 and the guy he beat me up for a couple touchdowns down the field because I just prefer to use a cover 3 shell. But that's the only problem I really had with Madden 17. I thought the product was pretty good, but a lot of the one of the things with Madden 17, obviously there was a lot of luck involved in it. It's nothing like Madden 16, man. Guys, you played Madden 16. That game was just brutal with the aggressive catches. You didn't need a single thing with Madden 16 to really be able to be effective on offense. All you do is just lob the ball up. Better blocking in 18. This is what Orlando says. Can be Raiders beat the Patriots in the playoffs. I hope the Raiders could beat the Patriots. There's something up that clutch factor about the Patriots. I do not like the Patriots, but this is one of those situations where you're going to kind of look back and say how good of a quarterback Brady was and how clutch of a quarterback he was. Anybody that's not a Patriots fan, you hate the Patriots because they're constantly winning, they're constantly getting to the playoffs. You look back at Joe Montana. Joe Montana was a great quarterback. What are my thoughts on target passes in 2018? I don't know. I'm interested to see. I think it's definitely going to force people to go in the lab and understand that skill set. It looks like it's going to be something that you just can't jump into and figure out. So a lot of the elite players are going to do that. Here's a funny thing: is a lot of the Madden players that are big YouTube channels, have a lot of exposure, and even the guys that are competitive players, those guys basically have got their hands on the game at advance, so they're going to already have that learning curve in advance. So some of those guys are going to come out and destroy people right away, just because they've got their hands on the game. But eventually everything's going to settle down in probably about 6 weeks after the game releases. Once we get into mid-October, it's going to be pretty much a fair fight for everybody, because there's once they start patching the game and adding patches, it changes the play. It looks like Madden 18 plays a lot slower than the other versions, and Zane for Forward Progress, he commented that it makes it easier for you to run the ball, which I guess is going to be very good. And they did a really good job with Madden 17 with MUT, where they actually really watered down the cards and on the game release, so you had to anticipate new cards. So I thought that was really smart by them. Thoughts on updated offensive playbooks in 18? Orlando, I really don't know. Until I get my hands on the playbooks and I get a feel for how the game plays, I really don't know. I think a lot of the same concepts and strategies will still work. So if you guys follow my channel, you follow my gameplay, you follow what I do, what I like to do, you should see a lot of those same techniques and strategies play out. I try to throw to open receivers, so you know, that's the one thing that, you know, if you're throwing to open receivers, you're always going to go ahead and get completions. You're going to move the ball down the field. So a lot of those guys that force balls, or they would force balls after outside of defenders, they might have to change their gameplay. But I think it's just like anything else. Everybody just adapts, man. It's like going into a gym for the first time. You know, you go into the gym, you work out, and the next day your body is just sore and just hurting. But after you get used to going to the gym a few times or running or whatever, your body just adapts to it. So, you know, people are going to adapt. They're going to get into the game. They're going to start playing games. 7 minutes, man. 7 minutes for salary cap. God, it's brutal. Brutal. Nobody wants to play salary cap. They want to play with these God squads. And all the good players, all of you elite Madden players, are freaking playing, probably playing Madden 18 because they got their hands on it because EA just comped them. So I think iMaverick, if you guys follow his channel, he said he played Madden. He basically blew off the dust of Madden 17 and played it. He said, "Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Madden 18." So yeah, some of these guys, some of these top YouTubers and these top players, man, these guys have already got their hands on Madden 18. It's going to be interesting to see. And I can understand, you know, the conspiracy theorist in me sees that what EA wants to do is they want to make sure the top are playing on a regular basis in those competitions. Cowboys 50-50. So he's got a defensive tackle. I didn't see the other guys, but Cowboys 50-50. We're playing at the Cowboys Stadium, and he's got the Broncos. That's weird. All right, so I'm going to be kicking off to this guy and getting the ball in the second half. I'm probably not going to be posting any videos over the weekend, and I might post a couple more videos. Well, I might actually do some live streams. I think I'm going to try to do some more live streams. I have 2 YouTubers playing Madden already on Xbox One. Yeah, I believe it. I wouldn't be surprised. So those guys are going to get a ton of views. But even then, people can show you, they can show you all that stuff, but until you actually get your hands on the game, you're not going to really internalize the controls. Oof, nice cutback. That was a good cutback right there. That was a really good cutback. You better not stay in a running set. Do you know Z-Farls and Sgibs? Absolutely. Those guys have been around from the very beginning. Had post boards and everything. Hands down, one of the best guys out there when it comes to Madden content, and they're ahead of the curve in what's going on too. Yep. That was a good run. So you got a lot of those yards right back. So you picked up a good 5 yards on that run right there, or 4. Alright, so this guy's tried this pitch 3 times in a row. And this might be a quick out. He hasn't thrown the ball at all. Let's see, let's go in I form ourselves. Yeah, Z-Farls and Sgibs, those guys are by far they're the originators of Madden tips, and those guys have really made a huge impact on the community, and more power to them to be able to do what they do. Wow. I need to switch out that Hewitt guy. He needs to get out. That's perfect. There you go. So he squished up his line and he just left me a hole right there in that pinch bucko. I'm going to come back to this again. Got a better receiver out there now. There you go. And green! Oh my lord. I'm also excited about their contents 2018 because a long shot, Frostbite engine, long shot. I don't really get into a lot of those gameplays. I just play ranked online, or I play online, so I don't really get into those type of format things. Yeah, I'm sure that they're cool. It's just something I don't really do. Keep that in bounds. Nope. Man. Let's do flank across here. There you go. Come on, Reed. Hold on. Did you drop it? All right, so that's not incomplete passes. Those are drop balls right there. Drop balls for first downs. Ugh. So annoying. Yeah, I don't think I'm not going to really be someone that's into long shot or anything like that. I'm all about gameplay adjustments, the strategy of the game. I don't really go through those series. I have a hard enough time grinding solos, man. If you look at my team, my team's terrible. I should have a lot better players on it. But basically, I don't grind solos, and it's the easiest way to build up coins is doing solos. But I just don't have the patience for it. Let's go ahead and just, I don't know what this guy's doing. He might be the first time playing salary cap, and he's going to get himself a huge learning lesson right now. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Really? Wow. You got 6 yards off that? Alright. You keep running off to the left. Third and inches. What is this guy doing? He's ran 6 times off the left-hand side. He did a QB sneak. Now he's going to take a delayed game. So now he burns a timeout right here. This guy's not giving up on the run. I'm going to have to go into a 4-4 split. Really hate that they changed the name of Draft Champions. Now it's called Mutt Draft Championships. 20 rounds. 20 rounds now? Really? I did not know that they made that adjustment. Oh my fucking lord. This guy's got a 99 overall Tomlinson, and I just missed my tackle right there. And that's the only reason why this guy's destroying me on this pitch. Shit. There you go. Screwed up alignment. Went into power O. I clicked off. And he was able to go and hit the outside. So, is this unbelievable? This guy is just running the ball against me, and I can't stop this guy's run. I'm going to have to go into probably a cover 6, but he missed his field goal right there. So I'm going to probably have to jump into a cover 6 and flip it to the side. That way that gives me another run defender in that area, at least in the slot. Because if it's a deep, yeah. Alright, so right here the goal is to basically go ahead and move the ball down the field against this guy, and I had a couple drop passes, so this should be 7-3 or 7-7 right now. He's playing cover 4. So coverage just played up. Alright, so cover 4. This guy doesn't disguise his coverages. Run committee. Alright. That's a weak box. Alright, so here you go. You wanted to cover 2. Tampa 2. I struggle with Tampa 2, man. I'll be the first to admit it. It is a defense I struggle with. Wow, look at Green push. How about that? I'm going to take this down at a 2-minute warning. I'm going to work this clock down against this guy as much as possible. All right, so was that cover 4? Now you wanted to cover 3 match. Light box. I missed my hole. Totally missed my hole right there. I'm just working the clock down against this guy. And I'm not going to give this guy the ball back. Try bunch wide U, lab it before the Falcons playbook in the Eagles series. Yeah, I've tried so many things, but just quickly as many as formations I've broken down is as quickly as formations I've forgotten. So, yeah, and it's be honest with you guys, I have two. I don't live stream, man. I never live stream. Just started doing that, so it's not something my subscribers. It's not an expectation. So, just going to keep working this clock down right here, and he does take a timeout. So let's go ahead. Let's play around. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not a live streamer. There you go. All right, so that's a new little money play that I'm going to go ahead and run against my opponents going into the end zone. So I'm going to have to add that to my playbook. I might have to break that down for you guys, but I know that the season's pretty much over with. Lab that a little bit. I just like the look of it. So 33 seconds left, and he's got basically plenty of time to do something. He's only hit me with runs. He hasn't passed at all. So maybe I need to stay in that one defense. All right, so here we go. There you go. So pressure off the edge. He didn't even compensate for it. No compensation whatsoever. Screen. So this guy is just feeding that card. Oof. I didn't even get my defense set up, but that player actually came across and it saved my ass. And he left me with 7 seconds left. And I'm not going to be stupid about this. Probably should have. In this situation, I probably should have took some timeouts. I had my whole slate of timeouts. But, you know, when you're up by a possession, you're getting the ball back in the second half. Does it really matter, you know, about trying to get the ball down the field for a big play? You know, I just... We'll see if I can pull it off right here. I don't think this guy's... He hasn't pressed the entire game. And we're just going to run the ball here. You went into prevent defense. Garin. I'm sitting on 2.5 million waiting for rookie premier gold cards to come out, but they keep increasing. Do you think I should do my patches now or wait? I don't know, man. I am a novice at mutts and cards and all the promotions. I'm not into that stuff. I'm more of a gameplay person, and I know that it's fun. I just don't have the time to divulge into the cards. But no way! You gotta be kidding me! Oh my God, this guy's getting bailed out. What a freaking bailout right there. Cowboys 50-50. You just got bailed out. This game was over with, man. This game was literally over with until you got bailed out right there. What a lucky break. Can you believe that stuff? That is the hugest break ever to actually have a play like that to happen. What a huge break. The guy can't even kick a field goal. Can't even kick a field goal. Can you believe that? You know, that is so annoying to basically give up stuff like that. It just... That's so annoying. That's so annoying. This guy is not good. He doesn't have any kind of an offense outside of just the pitch and just some pretty good. He has some fairly good stick, but he has no offense. He doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah, yeah, exactly. What a frickin' break. So we're gonna come back to this again. We're gonna do flanker drive. He hasn't really been showing me any kind of defenses I got to be concerned about. All right, so he's back in cover 4 again. And what is going on? Why is my guy not coming off the line clean? What's going on here? Did you see that? That play always gets a free release, goes across the field. He wanted to cover 2 hard flats. Maybe that was the reason. There you go. So you go back in that defense again because he had success with it? Yep. Yeah, that was a huge bailout right there. I can't believe that. Is it better buying disc for format 2018 or buying on PlayStation X? I'm an Xbox One. I really don't know what's the best format to do it on. I generally just download now the game. I don't actually get the physical copy because obviously I can get the game instantaneously, and I don't see much of a difference whatsoever in gameplay from. So let's go ahead and I gotta call a player. Alright, so that's terrible clock management by me. Hey guys, if I ignore your messages, I apologize. I'm a kind of person that I can't chew gum and walk at the same time. I will fall over the place. And that's one of the reasons why I don't stream, just because I don't know how effective I'll be at it. Alright, so I'm in field goal range against this guy right now, but I need to get points on the board. There you gotta hold on to that. Did you hold on to that? Or, no, you dropped it, man. What is going on? I've dropped multiple passes in this game. I've also have basically, man. Yeah, it's officially out. You know, I'm kind of a believer. Here you go. No, come on! Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man! Oh, this guy is getting so bailed out. Yeah, I saw you in Russ's stream earlier. I was actually at work. I'm trying to get a game with him, and he's not accepting my friend request, but he's keep telling me that he'll play me. So, you know, it's amazing. He's a good player. He's really good. He's got I've watched a few of his live streams, and I've looked at his scheme. He's predictable, but he also has the skill set. He's got a very annoying type of offense where he basically he's one of those type of players that he uses his quarterback very effectively with a run. He runs the ball, and he knows his plays inside and out, and he's got confidence to throw passes that most people wouldn't throw. So I've looked at I have a good idea on how to stop him, but you know, it's one of those type of situations where can he do it? Oh, wow, this guy's just cutting up a storm against me. He's killing me right now with his running game. So I gotta put more people in the box here. Oh, wow. This guy, my lord, he's good with his stick. This guy's really good with his stick, but he's not the best player out there, and he's getting a ton of breaks on offense or in defense. I've had several drop passes. This should be the score should be at least 21-0 right now. Or, wow, just amazing. I don't know how to stop this guy's run. I really don't know how to stop it. I don't know what to do. He's killing me. I know he's running off the left. But I'm trying to put some people over there, and I'm just not stopping it. So I'm really gonna have to commit to the left side. This is amazing. The score should be 21-19 right now. I should not be behind this guy right now because of the drop passes. 21 skunked him, huh? Yeah, well, I'm not surprised by that because he's got a lot of tendencies with his gameplay. Have I spent any actual money on Mutt? No. No, I have not. I'm kind of refused to do that. I don't, you know, in the way that they release cards gradually, I don't think it's really necessary to do that either. So what is this guy coming with? Okay, so my mechanics on that particular play, I probably could have racked that for more yards, but my mechanics on that play is to possession catch it. But I'd rather go with a possession catch that's going to do good for me than not. That's a good hit stick. So this guy's got good mechanics, but he's not doing anything on his defense to scare me at all. And if he keeps coming with this man coverage, he's going to get burnt. Let's see if we can hit him with a run. Nope. So, right there, man, this guy, This guy is driving me right now. You run the Eagles offense, nice. Yeah, I've ran 4 different, or actually 12 different offenses this year. I switch it up every month. So Eagles was just the last book that I picked. Not because I'm a big Eagles fan or like that, or this is. If you follow my channel, you'll see that basically I break down offenses. Actually, one of the favorite offenses, and I know as an Eagles fan you probably don't like to hear this, but one of my favorite offenses was Washington. I recently ran that and had really good success with it. So I think he went into Mabel on that side too. I'm going to come back to the near here, actually. Let's stay with the Eagles sail. Oof. That defensive back came out of the blue like that. It was Mabel coverage. I got to plug this ball in the end zone. I don't really have much of a choice. I come up short. Oh, of course I came up short. I've just been getting the short end of the stick this entire game. There you go. There you go. So just a little completion right there. Went to man. Took away one of my reads with his man coverage. Took that little wheel route by the running back, and I was able to go ahead and get the crossing route across the middle. So got to go for the extra point here in this type of situation. This guy can definitely grind the clock against me, but this game I should be up by a full touchdown against him based on all the drop passes I've had in this game. Just unbelievable. What kind of defense would you guys run? I'm running the Eagles defense. What would you do to stop a guy that likes to run a lot of pitch plays? What would you do? Players like this aren't good. Annoy me. Well, he's stayed into the game. He's gotten some breaks. He's got some huge breaks. But he's able to run the ball pretty effectively. So what kind of defense would you guys use in this situation? So he's just flipping the play right now, and I'm hitting him with corner strike because that's all he likes to do. Oh. Why are my guys missing tackles? All right, so I called the wrong play right there. He's in a passing situation. And better to burn a timeout now, because if he gets a first down, I'm in some serious trouble. And he ran the ball. All right, so he thinks he's going to be able to keep doing this run because that's all he's got. Let's see if he keeps staying with it with the wide receiver play. He's milking the clock against me. There you go. So that's a huge stop right there. Just terrible clock management by this guy. I don't know how. See, look at that. He burnt so much time in that series right there, and all he's doing is running the ball against me. That's all he's doing. I am dumbfounded why I'm in a game with this guy. Wow. Can you believe this? He's in field goal range, but he's not playing the clock right. And that's it. So this guy had 200 yards against me, and he did terrible clock management. He had multiple breaks on offense, but he was still to be able to go ahead and climb into that game, and I'm able to go ahead and slip by the skin of my teeth because he didn't call a timeout. What terrible, terrible clock management by Cowboy 50s 50. That's just terrible. That's terrible. He could have won that game. He had all the opportunities in the world. He had turnovers on kickoffs and stuff like that. I've had a ton of drop passes. Definitely could have beat me, and it was just terrible clock management. So, or pinch the line, spread lines. I actually got a stop from that. I was able to go stop. The guy was in field goal range. He could have took a field goal shot in that type of situation, even though he missed multiple extra points, man. Man, that's just a bad game. I don't know why I played down to this guy outside of all the drop passes. That should have been 28 to 19 at least, or actually, you know, it should have been the score, but it should have been completely different. But one turnover, 201 yards. This guy would not give up the run, and I didn't really stuff the run that well. I probably should have wanted to cover 4, but so yeah, I got it. He was bad, but the guy played. You know, that's one of my problems. One of my things is that I do play it on my competition, and I like to play my scheme. I don't really adjust as well as I want to, but this guy just kept feeding the ball to his running back, and he broke a bunch of those big runs than anything else. So let's just take a look at the highlights here. So So field goal, a 16-yard run by Tomlinson. He had another huge run. Tomlinson right there, 60-yard run. He was able to go house with that. So this guy was killing me with Tomlinson. It was a good running back. All right, so guys, I want to thank you guys for watching my gameplay. I really appreciate it. I'm going to try to live stream a little bit more. I'm also going to do a face reveal in 2 days. In actually 2 days, you're gonna see a face reveal. You're gonna see what I look like, and I have some questions for you as far as what you guys think, what direction you want me to go with my channel, what entertains you, what doesn't entertain you. So once again, to my subscribers, guys, I really appreciate all your support. You guys are the best subscribers in the game, in Madden and on YouTube. I really appreciate all the comments, your support, and everything like that. But I gotta fly, man. I got to get downstairs and get back to some other things I got to do in my life. So once again, thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate it. Until next time.